Hey everyone, welcome to Take a Break Gaming. I'm Dylan. Today I'm joined with Trevor and Austin again, and we're trying something a little different here. We're going to be making a discussion video talking about E3 2017. We're basically going to be going over what we are most excited for, what our initial thoughts are, and if you guys have any you want to share with us, let us know in the comments. So this video we're going to be talking about EA. So let's start off with Battlefield 1.
Oh yeah.
They basically announced it's a DLC expansion, I believe. There's 6 new maps, new environments. And what else was there?
It's called Battle of the Tsar. They're actually going to be showing a bunch of... By the way, this is Trevor. Hello.
We know who you are, Trevor. Jeez.
Anyway, they don't know. This could be their first video. Anyway,
Yeah, that's actually true.
They showed off the women's... I found really awesome is they showed off the women's battalion, which is actually in Russia.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they had women, I believe they were snipers that would, that took place. That were like one of the only combat units during World War One.
Really?
And that's like the one thing that a lot of people gave flack original what's it called Battlefield 1 for was I don't know if you know this, but they're like, wait, where are the women? But accurately there wasn't women during that time.
Wait, do you mean like this Battlefield 1
Yes,
or the original actual first Battlefield?
No, Battlefield 1.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
The original Battlefield was actually called, I believe, Battlefield 1942. That was the original.
Oh, that's how you find the difference.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's it called? But the point is though is in this people were giving a lot of flack for that, even though it's still not what's called realist or what's it called historically accurate. But the fact that they're adding in the women's battalion, whenever they're even though it's going to be in the east, that is actually accurate.
So you are
it's kind of pleasing both historical and those people that really want women inside the game.
Yeah, no, I think having the option to play as a woman in the game is very good because a lot of games basically have like a male antagonist or protagonist, or just male players.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing I thought that'd be cool about this expansion is that they said new environments, and one of them we saw was like a snowy environment.
It is Russia. So.
Well, yeah. But what I was thinking that could be good for if they go, I'm sure they'll go this route. But I was thinking like, what if the snow could affect the gameplay? Like how you're running through the snow, it slows you down because of how much there is.
It might be kind of like this, like sand.
Some
maps that have sand in them.
Yeah.
It might be kind of like similar to that.
You could also have kind of a misty effect if you shoot the snow, or maybe I don't know, or maybe vehicles could get stuck. That happens, right? Your vehicles get stuck in snow. That could be a thing. It could be cool.
We'll see what they do.
Also, another thing that was cool that I remember them showing was the 2 night maps.
Right, they have night now.
Yeah, they're gonna be pulling those out before the expansion comes out.
Yeah.
So
I can't believe there haven't been any night maps in the game already.
yeah,
Really?
that's sort of weird to
See,
me. But
that could be cool because I could see some stealth shit going on. If you have I don't know if there's a skins or character in this game, but it's dressed in all black.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be OP as fuck in that map.
Especially if you just crawl through the entire thing, it's gonna take forever. But
Yeah. Now, did they announce anything else with that? Because I don't remember. Were there
not that I know of.
Were there new weapons or classes or no?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Okay, well, the only other thing that I have written down for Battlefield 1 is that it's going to be released in September, so that's pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
So Battlefield players, you're going to be excited for that. The next game we're going to talk about, which Connor, unfortunately, couldn't be here, but he was the most excited for this, and we thought this looked pretty cool, A Way Out.
A Way Out did look really good.
So basically, it's a co-op game that's always split screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
So even if you're playing it through a headset, it's going to be split screen?
Yep.
Okay, personally, I thought it looked like a cool game, but that bothers me because I hate split screen. What's up, Trevor?
And basically, the really interesting thing is made by the developers who created. I don't know if you guys ever played this game or even heard of it. It's called Brother: A Tale of Two Sons.
I haven't played it, but I've seen it.
Yeah.
Okay. Basically, they're doing this program for EA called EA Originals, where basically they just take a bunch of indie developers saying, "Hey, you want to make a game?"
Yeah.
That sounds actually a pretty good summary.
And they're doing that with A Way Out.
Yeah. See, I heard people say Brothers was a good game, and this has potential. It looks like it has a good story.
Mm-hmm.
It has freedom of choice, so each player can basically do their own thing.
Yeah.
What I found really interesting was one player was actually just straight up in a cutscene, and the other one was, actually
In
still
gameplay.
roaming around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's really interesting, which I feel like for me it's going to be hard to pay attention.
Oh, yeah.
And the other thing was there's different paths, as in you can, if you have an objective, you have different ways of going about it.
Mm-hmm.
So, which, a lot of games do that.
And
a lot of
also,
games do that.
value.
Depending on which character you are, you might have a different
Right.
set way to do it.
Right. Mm-hmm. So I think this could be a lot of fun. It's you gotta have a friend for it though.
Mm-hmm.
My only concern, it's just my only complaints or concerns is personal stuff with me. I hate split screen because it fucks with my eyes, and I also can't pay attention to one because it confuses me. And also the fact that you have a cutscene on one scene and you're playing on the other, it's gonna be hard to pay attention to what you're doing and what's going on.
Well, it seemed like the cutscene takes up like the majority of the screen whenever
Right.
the cutscene was going on, so that sort of does make it a little bit better.
The one thing I just now thought of is that there's freedom of choice, but does that mean what? Let's say I'm playing with you, Austin.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say does something you do as a choice affect me in the game? It probably would.
Probably, I would think.
Like, I remember there was this point wherever one of them was like, oh, hey, there's a fight going on over there, and one of the people was fighting.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, this looks good. It's just, I mean, I don't have anything else to say. It looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you guys want to add?
It'd be actually really funny is if I screw you over and you're stuck in jail and then I escape.
Oh god, can you
That would
do
be
that?
hilarious. I don't think that you're probably allowed to do that in the game, but that would be hilarious.
It's that freedom of
It's
choice.
game over on one side of the screen, and then what's it called? You're
You're just still playing.
But like that half of the screen that mine was just black and
Yeah.
you're just going.
Just going.
They did say freedom of choice because so it could happen.
Maybe.
That'd be
That'd be
pretty
hilarious.
risky.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing if they did do that, but that'd be pretty risky.
Yeah.
Alright, so the next thing. This is what I'm excited about. Anthem. BioWare's new IP.
Yeah, that looked crazy.
Okay, let's be real. So the last game they just released was Mass Effect Andromeda, which from what I've been told, looked up reviews and heard from personal people, it's not a bad game, but it had problems. It was a glitchy mess, the story was not good, and whatever the fuck happened with their facial animations, I will never know.
Yeah.
Now, we saw some facial animations in Anthem, and that looked pretty sick.
Yeah, but this is also like stock footage that they're going to be.
Right, okay, that's fair.
It is E3 after all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to show the best of the best, even if it isn't real.
Yeah, that's true. But getting back on track, BioWare, or no, Mass Effect Andromeda, it just overall did not meet people's expectations. I feel Anthem could be a chance to right the wrongs if they get it right.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly just don't have too many glitches and get the story right. Because...
Yeah, from the gameplay that we saw, it did definitely look really interesting.
Yeah, I love how you can just fucking fly around everywhere. That looks so
I'm
cool.
hoping the shooting isn't repetitive. I can see that definitely, like...
Yeah, but
That's the
depending
one
on... Because it seemed like there was, like, a variety of the different, like, monsters that you can go and hunt.
Yeah.
That could be, like, really interesting.
Plus, one thing I noticed is that when he picked up a gun, it had like stats on it, so there's some RPG elements, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's what also maybe helped your concern about the repetitiveness is that maybe the you can customize your exosuit.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe add new weapons, make it stronger.
Yeah, like we saw in the E3, the mortar.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe it won't get repetitive. It may. What's up?
Oh, there you go.
It might be get repetitive, might not. I hope not.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely think it's gonna be fun just to explore and fly around. I have hopes, but at the same time, because of Andromeda, I'm going to be skeptical.
Mm-hmm.
What were you gonna say, Trevor?
Basically, whenever some of the suits, I like how there seems customization. Like the person who actually you were following inside the game,
Mm-hmm.
like the character, their suit just seemed kind of basic to me. With the guy that was the side player who was just like the tank guy.
The one who did the superhero landing?
Yeah, like that. And the souls have the freaking mortar of that seems like something I would like to play as.
Yeah, like a large amount of customization would be definitely...
Definitely. And I also just thought of, if they do customize exterior, you can make a fucking war machine.
Yeah.
Just imagine having, a tank cannon on your shoulder.
I feel like this is just gonna be like Iron Man, just a bunch of people in Iron
Man
suits.
suits.
It literally is Iron Man the game, basically. Well, I guess it's also in space. Iron Man in space.
Iron Man in space.
There's your new movie, Marvel. No, I'm kidding. Oh my god, Iron Man in space would meet Guardians of the Galaxy.
Well, they're gonna do that.
Well, they already did Iron Man in space in Avengers.
Yeah, but he almost. Oh yeah, he probably won't want to go there. We're getting off topic, but I'm excited for Anthem. This could be good. I see potential. They just need to get it right, BioWare.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all wait for reviews.
Well, I am too. Yeah, but I see potential. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right. So the last thing we gotta talk about that is the big one. Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Let's Trevor get his fanboy out.
Motherfucker, this game looks so fucking good. Okay, this space combat, it actually looks like it functions this time.
We haven't seen the space combat yet, though.
No, not space combat, rephrase it.
Aerial combat?
Aerial combat.
Yeah.
That actually looks like it functions, and it functions well. I could be wrong, though. I haven't played it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like how people were crashing, so that means that...
The crashing looks really good visually wise.
That, I don't know about you guys, I was like, oh shit, whatever that
Yeah,
is.
it was too.
So, it doesn't look... And plus the maps, they look huge.
They
Oh
do,
my
yeah.
God.
Well, that was one map, but they look insanely huge.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I want to point out that I like that I noticed was a problem in the first game, and then it looked like they fixed this game. In the first game, the shooting, like when you actually shot a gun, it kind of just sprayed everywhere and wasn't accurate. This one, they finally look like they got it right. They accuracy down, you know?
I'm not sure if I only played the beta for the original one.
Same, actually.
So I'm not exactly sure if that was actually a problem in the original games. One thing, though, that I did like was it's called the people who were the heroes. They didn't seem too OP compared to the first game.
Yeah, this one, though, I think they said you can, like, heal the heroes, so you can kind of keep them going.
Yeah, they did say that.
So hopefully it'll be balanced, maybe?
Well, I can understand them being, like, definitely more powerful, but I don't, like, for instance, there are some people who would get, like, 100 kill streaks.
Yeah.
Well, not hundreds on hundreds. Like, some people would get, like, the 90 or to 100 kill streak with just being a hero and just wrecking and just be like, what the hell? This is ridiculous.
Also, Darth Maul looked cool as shit.
Oh, yeah, Darth Maul did look amazing.
Oh, that was one thing that really interested me. I was surprised that they did this, was they had heroes from multiple eras fighting in this.
Yeah, that's Boba Fett and then also Darth Maul.
Oh,
at the same time,
At the same time, too, which, like, those are all in 3 separate eras. And that surprised me. I don't know if that's just for the show. Those are the only heroes that they have made currently, or if that's... I was going to go.
I don't know.
And on that note, they did confirm all 3 eras are going to be in the game. So we're going to see some of the newer characters and some, like, classic old characters.
And then also that they'd be unveiling Finn and...
Oh, yep.
Captain Phasma.
That was one thing that I really liked, was they saying, okay, we're going to have free content. We're going to give you free heroes. We're going to give you free maps so we don't divide the, the pool of players that we have.
Right. They basically said themed seasonal content release post-launch for free.
Yeah.
And I'm excited, but let's be real, this is EA we're talking about. They like to be greedy and add those microtransactions and add prices.
There's a difference between microtransactions and full-blown, like, season passes.
Right. I'm just saying, as long as they keep their word and this is actually free, I will be happy.
Like, that's the one thing that I am skeptical about, is the battle points. I could totally see them being exploited for
microtransactions.
I don't know how they would, like, it seems like you can earn them in game, but I could see someone being like, oh, hey, you get for $1 you get to buy a multiplier that gives you time to battle points for this.
Yeah, see, Austin actually pointed that out when we were watching that. They look like when you're just playing, you look like you earn battle points extremely fast. So I can see them adding it.
That could also just be for the demo, though.
Right, that's also
they
true.
wanted to get players to go ahead and do the heroes. That
is true. The other thing I want to mention, that in that map they showed, it was a 20 versus 20.
I believe that's the max now.
That is, well, I don't think I've ever played a game with that many players at once.
What's it called? Whenever we play Battlefield, that's 32 versus 32.
Well, that was a one time, but still. Alright, that's insane. The maps look huge and they look great. Give us maps like that. Like, were there any maps in the first game that you want any maps that weren't in the first game that you want in the second game?
God, I don't really know all the maps in the first game, so I can't accurately tell.
Okay, never mind. I just thought that in there. You mentioned space battles, right? Okay, hopefully we'll see gameplay for that soon.
Yeah, hopefully.
You know, I really hope they actually add. I don't know if they're going to, but Galactic Conquest mode.
Oh yes.
Yeah, you guys have been wanting that, but I mean,
you don't have no idea what it is.
Yeah, because I never played any of the old Battlefronts, but I'm sure that's what these guys have been excited for. Galactic Conquest. Can you explain what that is in case anyone doesn't know?
Okay, so basically there's this, it's kind of like its own little, what would you compare? It's like a board game kind of thing?
Basically what you're trying to do is you start in one part of the galaxy and the other player starts in the other part of the galaxy.
You have like one ship.
And you have one ship and you're basically trying to take over like the entire galaxy. And you're fighting the other player that has another faction.
So it's like Civilization, but in space?
Yeah, but then the combat is actually like...
Whatever you go onto a world, like let's just say, I go onto a world that you control. I actually just go into the world and then we play the game, and whoever wins that, then if you win, then my ship is destroyed. If I win, then I take over that planet.
That sounds pretty interesting.
And what's really interesting though is let's just say I'm resting on one of my planets that I own.
Yeah.
And you have one of your ships.
Okay.
Goes ahead and goes to that planet while my ship's there. First you have to do is we have a ship battle. And then you have a ship battle. If you win the ship battle, then immediately my ship is destroyed. Then it goes directly into the planet you were
Wow. So it's kind of like a strategic thing.
It's very fun, and plus you get points for let's call by playing the game. You can make more ships. You can get like things that like
there were like
power ups so you can actually have heroes more.
Okay.
It's fantastic, trust me.
Okay, I don't know if they're gonna add that. Maybe it'll be a DLC.
They haven't announced anything for it.
They haven't said no to it, so that's made me happy.
So it could be a DLC thing. We don't know yet.
I honestly be fine with it as long as A, it wasn't overpriced.
Yeah.
And B, the game itself originally is good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is one that we're still skeptical about because the first one wasn't as good as met expectations.
I'm actually happy they're adding a what's called a story mode.
Yeah, the story mode looks good.
Like, I'm so happy that it's just actually going to bridge the gap between kind of like what happened between episode 6 and episode 7.
Yeah, so you basically play as someone who was on the Empire.
Yeah.
And saw your ship get destroyed.
Well, saw the Death Star get
destroyed. Right, that's what it is. So,
and the Emperor die, and Darth Vader die, and all that shit.
Yeah. See, this could be a good potential way of telling the story, because we could, like, see things from a whole new perspective. I don't know if we should count this as a canon, though, should we?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
It is canon? Okay.
Because it's made by EA, which is, it's canon.
Okay, alright. Last thing I wanted to mention is the class system. Mm-hmm. Do you guys got anything you want to add about that?
Just basically they should have done it in the beginning.
Yeah, that was what they had in the original games, so it's just bringing it back to its roots.
Classes. Now, can you tell us about any of the classes or no?
There's stuff like Assault class, and I know there's like the Heavy class, and then
the Officer class, which gives like it's a support class.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it's just gonna be if you ever played any of the other the other Battlefront games, then it's gonna be very similar classes from what I can tell.
Mm-hmm. I just remember one class I think they showed in the trailer was, I don't remember the name, but he had like a jetpack.
Yeah, that was one of the hero types that you could buy from.
Yeah. Okay.
What's it called? For instance, there is some extra hero, like they're not exactly full blown heroes, but they're like upgraded things, like the Super Battle Droid. That was one of those.
Right. Yeah.
The jump guy with the jetpack. That was one of those.
Okay.
I don't know if the Super Battle Droid was. That might have just been like
Okay.
No, a Droideka might be like one of the.
Let's call. They might have different tiers though.
Yeah, I thought the jetpack stormtrooper was a class. Never mind.
You know, I'm saying they are classes, just that you have to spend battle points probably.
You have to like unlock them as you play. Okay, I kind of like want that. I forgot the name of it, but it's that one drone that could like turn into a ball and start rolling.
Yeah, the Droideka.
Yeah, I used to call it the roly polies.
Yeah,
I want that because that'd be cool. So that's pretty much it. Was there anything else you guys want to talk about?
Give me one sec. No, I'm pretty much good with it.
Okay.
Other than what's called, there was this point wherever they were talking about Need for Speed, and this guy who was a YouTuber, he just came on and he just
he
just
looked
seemed
awkward.
so awkward.
Oh yeah, that guy was so awkward.
Yeah, I felt bad for him because he was just nervous, you know.
Yeah.
And that was just kind of like, hey, what's going on? And they were just both just standing there awkwardly. It was kind of like a break in whatever the hell was going on.
Yeah. One last thing that I wanted to mention is that Star Wars Battlefront 2 is going to be released November 17th. So save your money, folks.
And also, do not pre-order. Wait for reviews.
Yeah, seriously, we don't promote pre-orders. We don't, because this could be a bad game. But it looks good. We just be skeptical is all we're saying. But with that being said, that's going to be the end of this discussion video. Thank you all so much for watching. Let us know what you thought. Let us know if there's anything you're excited for. Any opinions you might have. And if you like this, subscribe for more. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone.
Bye.